What would you say makes SFL stand out from the rest?
Throughout my 20 plus years of professional career, I have been a part of many well-known organizations. But what I like the best in SFL is that
Is there a particular memory or a story from your time at SFL that really sticks with you? One that captures the heart and spirit of what we do at SFL?
I remember that there was a very well-known surgeon and he has saved many lives. He once walking to one of our clinic, he was in a very desperate situation. He said that he's not able to hear. Till that day, he used to say to everyone that he saves life by God's grace as well as the skills of his hands. But now onwards, he will say that he saves lives with God's grace, the skills of his hands, and the hearing aids provided by SFL Hearing Solutions. We all know 2020 when the pandemic hit the country and it was a tough time. With so much of travel restrictions, still the team stood together.
Every workplace has its ups and downs. So how does your team come together and support one another during the tough times especially? Hello everyone. In a country as vibrant and full of life as ours, sound plays a quiet but powerful role. The rustle of leaves, the laughter of a child, the ringing of prayer bells, the call of street vendors. Each sound tells us life is happening all around. But what happens when someone starts to lose that connection? What happens when the world starts to grow quieter? Back in 2016, right from the heart of Delhi NCR, a group of passionate hearing care professionals came together to answer this question. Not just with technology, but with empathy. That's how SFL Hearing Solutions was born. With one promise, to bring better hearing every day for everyone. From a single clinic in Delhi NCR to more than 35 centers across India, our journey has been built on service, on listening, and on relentless commitment. We never wanted to just grow in numbers. We wanted to grow in impact in people's lives. See, hearing care is not just a diagnosis. It's a deeply personal journey. At SFL, we balance advanced technology with a compassionate listening ear. Because for us, it's not just about machines. It's about precious moments. We proudly partner with the best brands in the world to offer the best solutions to every individual. Behind every hearing aid fit that we do, there is a passionate person who made it happen. Our 150 plus team members, including over 60 experienced hearing care professionals, they are the soul of SFL. Every person who walks through our doors brings with them a world of emotions, frustrations, hope, fear, sometimes even shame. But with the right care and support, they leave with something far greater: confidence, joy, connection. These are not just success stories. These are life stories. Our work doesn't just stop at the clinic. We go where people need us the most. Be it homes, workplaces, villages, schools, anywhere hearing health is ignored or misunderstood. The future is bright and full of sound. SFL is committed to reaching more lives through cutting-edge technology and old-fashioned human care. We imagine a future where hearing loss isn't hidden, but handled with grace, with dignity, and with support. We do it for the grandmother hearing her grandson for the first time. We do it for the young man who got his job and his confidence back. We do it for every person who once believed that their best days were behind them. Because sound is not just noise, it's life. And at SFL, we are proud to bring you sound for life. And now it's time to hear from someone who has been an integral part of this journey. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Shubhayu Das, our General Manager. He'll be sharing insights into our company's vision, mission and values, and walk us through some truly inspiring stories from our customers. Let's welcome him. Let's start at the beginning, sir. Tell us a little bit about yourself. How did your journey with SFL Hearing Solutions begin?
Hi, I have a total professional career experience of 20 plus years. In that, my initial years were into pharmaceutical industry, and then from 2009 onwards, I have been a part of hearing aid industry. My journey in hearing aid industry has been initially with well-known manufacturer brands like Phonak and Signia. That was more of B2B business, and then I was also very keen to be a part of B2C, and there where I met the founder of SFL Hearing Solutions, Mr. Bob Siddiqui. He is another very well-known name in hearing aid industry, and we decided to collaborate with each other, and that's how my journey started as the general manager of SFL Hearing Solutions Private Limited.
What actually drove you to the field of hearing healthcare? Was there a moment or experience that made you realize that this is what I want to do?
For everyone, professional life is a wonderful journey, but for me personally, I feel that me being a part of the healthcare industry has been a blessing for me, because it's not only doing a job, rather it's doing a job where every day you get an opportunity to help people to improve their health. We get an opportunity to enable people to live a better life. So healthcare industry has given me that wonderful opportunity to serve to mankind.
You have had experience in different workplaces. So what would you say makes SFL stand out from the rest?
Throughout my 20 plus years of professional career, I have been a part of many well-known organizations. But what I like the best in SFL is that it's the teamwork culture. Individually, we all are aware that we have some strengths and we have also some limitations. But as a team, we try to overcome those limitations, and that's how we thrive every day to perform better and to achieve our goals.
We often hear the phrase, the human touch, around here in SFL. What does that mean to you personally?
When we talk about human touch, especially in healthcare industry, it means a lot, because it's not that we are in an industry where we are selling something which is a luxury item, like a car or a house. In healthcare industry, we are trying not to sell but to provide a solution which will reduce the pain of the person undergoing that health issue. So it definitely needs a lot of human touch, because first we need to understand their pain, we need to have a lot of empathy, and then we have to provide the best solutions which will, if not fully cure their health issues, but at least help them to live with them in a better way.
Is there a particular memory or a story from your time at SFL that really sticks with you? One that captures the heart and spirit of what we do at SFL?
I remember that there was a very well-known surgeon, a doctor who is a surgeon by profession, and he has saved many lives. And he once walked into one of our clinics, and he was in a very desperate situation. He said that he's not able to hear, and being a doctor, it's so important for them to use the stethoscope on a daily basis. So he was telling us that he has saved so many lives, and today he is helpless because he's not able to do any such surgeries, or he's not able to continue his medical career. So we as a team in SFL, we quickly worked out hearing solutions which not only suits his ears but also suits his stethoscope. And that's how he got back to his professional journey. And I clearly remember what he said. He said that till that day, he used to say to everyone that he saves life by God's grace as well as the skills of his hands. But now onwards, he will say that he saves lives with God's grace, the skills of his hands, and the hearing aids provided by SFL Hearing Solutions.
Every workplace has its ups and downs. So, how does your team come together and support one another during the tough times, especially?
SFL is known for being a team working together. We all know 2020 when the pandemic hit the country, and it was a tough time. On one hand, we have limitations of traveling, we have limitations of meeting people in close proximities, but then we also need to understand that when we are in a medical field where we are trying to provide hearing aids, it's not possible to provide solutions without touching the patient, without coming in close proximity of the patient. So it was a really challenging time with so much of travel restrictions. Still the team stood together, and rather than thinking about their own health safety, they worked together, and even in those tough months, we were able to reach out to our patients to serve them with all the highest standards that SFL is known for. Now, on one hand, when we talk about this external issues, the internal issues was also that business was on a lower side, and there were financial challenges too. But not for a single moment, not for a single hour, any of our employee told us that they are not motivated to continue to work for us. Rather, they put all their heart and soul, and that's how the company saw through that tough, challenging period of the pandemic.
You are a part of family that's grown to over 150 plus people now. What does that feel like on the inside?
Oh, it's a great feeling to be a part of such a big team of 150 people. As a general manager of SFL, I know that with my role comes a lot of responsibility. But then I also know that if any of the employees do something wrong, they have me to fall back upon, and vice versa. I also know that if any of my strategies, if any of my plans backfire, I have entire 150 people who are going to support me, who are going to stand beside me, and who are going to see us going through that difficult phase at any time. So it's a wonderful feeling to be backed up by 150 people.
Knowing that your work literally changes lives every day, how does that impact you on a personal level?
See, it gives immense pleasure. I think you can see the change in my facial expression. It gives a lot of joy. Truly speaking, when a baby, maybe 9 months old, when that baby uses our hearing aid and is able to hear for the first time, or on the other hand, when an 80 years old father is able to speak over the phone to his NRI son after many years, that expression you can't even buy by paying millions of dollars. That gives an immense pleasure, and that's the best part of being a part of SFL as well as this healthcare industry.
Building trust with patients is so much important. What's your approach to creating that connection?
We believe that if we have to build trust with our patients, the most important thing is that we need to offer them perfect value for money. For example, if someone needs a hearing aid which will suffice to his challenging professional life, for example, a director of a company who needs to address multiple people in a board meeting, and he may need a multidirectional hearing aid. On the other hand, a professional like a nurse who most of the time deals with a patient in 1:1 situation may need a unidirectional hearing aid. So there's no point that in order to earn more revenue, we'll recommend to that nurse a hearing aid which will have a multidirectional feature, and thereby we'll try to ask her pay more. So What we offer in SFL Hearing Solution is our hearing solutions, which will not only suit his or her listening situations, but also will provide them a perfect balance of value for money.
If you look ahead, what are your hopes or dreams for the future of SFL Hearing Solutions?
As an organization, SFL is right now present in more than 35 places, and we are very hopeful that as a team we will continue to grow stronger, and our dream is to reach out to more of the tier 1 and tier 2 cities, because as a country, if you see in those places, still now the healthcare segment has a lot of scope to improve. More and more, a lot of hearing aid retail chains are coming up in metro cities, but I feel, and the company also feel, that our focus should be in the tier 2, tier 3 cities also. It's not about just the business factor, it's also about reaching out to those people who have hearing impairment but right now is not getting a proper hearing solutions.
So imagine someone is considering joining SFL. What would you tell them?
SFL as a company, we not only provide jobs to the people who wants to join us, but we also provide them a perfect platform. A platform where they can learn, they can make mistakes, and they can grow together as the organization grows. In short, I can say that we provide them a career which will not only help them to perform in SFL, but also it will help them to perform in their professional journey in days to come, in months to come.
We often say better hearing every day for everyone. When you hear that, what comes to your mind, sir?
Hearing aid is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Often when we buy a car, we spend a lot of money, but the fact of life is that we even sometimes don't use it on a daily basis. But when we buy a hearing aid, we use it every minute and we use it every hour. So it's very important that hearing aids are not only available to the hearing impaired person, but it's also affordable. And SFL Hearing Solutions Private Limited is committed not only to make hearing aids available to that hearing impaired person, but also to make it available at an affordable price. And that's what we mean when we say that better hearing every day for everyone.
When you think about being a part of SFL, what makes you feel the most proud?
In professional life, we can be part of any organization or any job, but when it comes to following your passion, then I feel that SFL Hearing Solutions gives me the perfect platform, because at the end of the day, when I go to sleep, I know that I have not only been a part of a company where I have done my job, but I have become also a part of those families to whom we have been able to provide that happiness by providing them the right hearing aid for their hearing challenges.
And finally, if you could say one heartfelt message to all the patients and families that you have worked for, what would it be?
Trust us, trust SFL Hearing Solutions. We are committed to listen to your said and unsaid needs. We are committed to provide you with the hearing aid that will suit your listening challenges and thereby allow you to live a life beyond your hearing limitations.